Everyone has a role to play in keeping the campus healthy. Make sure you constantly wash hands, sanitize your hands, wear protective face masks, and practice social distancing on and off campus. If you have or come into contact with someone who has been exposed to COVID-19, please stay home for a minimum of 2 weeks. Student schedules will be as follows. Monday classes will be online for all students. A through L will have classes Tuesdays and Thursdays, and M through Z will have classes Wednesdays and Fridays, with classes starting at 9. This will be the schedule until further notice. When you come to school, on your assigned days, there will be 4 tents set up. The tents will be alphabetized, and you will go to the tent with your letter. You will be asked a series of questions, and your temperature will be checked. If you pass the tests, you may proceed into the building, but if you unfortunately don't, you will be sent home. We ask that you bring your own lunches and water bottles. The cafeteria kitchen is currently under repair due to a fire that occurred over the summer. We prefer that you eat your lunch outside, but you may eat in certain classrooms as well. Stay safe and have a great year, Staters.
Hey Crusaders, I'm Joe. Welcome back on campus. I hope your first week of hybrid learning went well. I'm super excited for you all to see the first episode of State of View of the year. And now without further ado, I'm going to pass it on to Lucy with a cooking tutorial.
Hi everybody, my name's Lucy and today I'm going to be making sugar cookies. An egg, milk, vanilla extract. Now we are going to mix it.
Mix.
Salt, baking powder, flour.
Mix.
Now you're going to pour it out. Now we're going to put it aside. Now we're going to roll it out. Now we're going to use the cookie cutters. Okay, now we're going to put them in the oven.
A few moments later.
Now the cookies are done and they look delicious.
That looked good. And now over to Jack and Cole with Seder on the Street.
Let me try that again. Hello, it's Cole, and welcome back to another year of Seder on the Street. I know what you're thinking. Where's Josh? Sadly, he did graduate and go off to college, so we got the next best thing, Josh's little brother.
Hello, I'm Jack Esparza. I know I have some pretty big shoes to fill, but I think I'm ready for this year for Seder View.
Now we have Daniel Cerna, varsity QB. How do you feel about Jack Esparza taking his older brother's spot? Do you think he can fill his shoes, or?
Honestly, he's going to have some big shoes to fill. Josh is very close to my heart. Truthfully, I don't think he can do it. Let's hope he proves me wrong, but we'll see. We'll see when the time comes. He's got a long year ahead of him. Let's see how well he does.
Good insight. Good insight.
I'm here with Michael Milner. I'm going to ask people questions on how they feel about me taking Josh's position. Michael?
I think I'm glad for you. It's just, it'll be hard to fill his shoes.
Thank you. With Trip Daniel now. Trip, what are your thoughts on me taking Josh's spot in Seder View?
Well, you've got some pretty big feet, so I know you can fit into Josh's shoes pretty easily. But in terms of style of talking and your vocabulary, I think Josh has one-upped you there. And Josh is pretty light on his feet, so he's like twinkle-toeing his way through conversations, and I think you're getting there, but I think right now you got a lot of work. I think you need to take some notes from veterans like Josh and whoever else is running it.
This is Andre. Andre, what are your thoughts of me replacing Josh?
We all know Josh was a legend on this campus, but at the end of the day, I think Jack's tired of being in the shadows and he's ready for a breakthrough. I see bright things in the kid's future. I think he might be able to top Josh.
Hello, my name is Peter, and today I'm going to be listing some things that are 6 feet long to help you visualize how far to stand from people during social distancing. First thing on the list is the average fridge. Next on the list is either the length of a twin mattress or a full-size mattress. So up next, you could do 6 bowling pins stacked on top of each other, and if that doesn't work, you can do 6 Subway $5 footlongs stacked on top of each other. Last on our list is the lovely Jack Esparza. Thank you for your time.
Now Sydney will be interviewing our new theology teacher, Mr. A.
Hi there, my name is Sydney Osgood and I'm from Seder View, and we're excited to welcome Mr. Aragonis, also known as Mr. A, our new junior theology teacher. Mr. A, are you okay answering some questions to introduce you properly to our student body?
Of course, happy to.
Good to hear. All right, let's get started. So what were you doing before this? Can you give us some background on how you got here and where you worked before?
Yeah, so before St. Mike's, I was at Central Catholic High School. It's an all-boys Marianist school in San Antonio, Texas. The connection, my grandfather, all of my great uncles all went to Central. So it's really steeped, at least in like Catholic all-boys school heritage in San Antonio. And I was teaching there. I taught for 3 years, sophomores, juniors, and seniors. And so I taught Catholic morality, I taught New Testament, Christian discipleship, and world religions. So for like my first time ever becoming a teacher, I went straight from my MDiv right into teaching. And they were like, all right, here's 4 preps, have fun, good luck. But I slowly got the hang of it. And essentially, when I decided to look elsewhere for school, it actually was a COVID thing. So yeah, and that brought me to St. Mike's, and I'm really, really excited to be here. So far, all my students have been really brilliant and excellent, and I'm really, really excited to be in study with everybody.
It's really good to hear. You've definitely covered all the bases. So what things do you like to do outside of school?
Oh, goodness. So I love my friends. And so I will always be constantly wanting to share life, hang out, be in conversations. COVID has made that a bit more difficult to be able to meet up. And so I guess you decide to trust who you want to trust when it comes to hanging out with people.
Yeah.
But love that. I love playing golf a lot. That was one great thing about quarantine is I was playing like 3 to 4 times a week.
Yeah, it's the one sport that's decently safe.
Yes, exactly. And so I was really able to actually keep up my game there. But yeah, I'd say that majority of the times, if I can just be hanging out with someone and have really great conversation and laughs, that really helps my more outgoing, energetic spirit.
For sure, for sure. So what are you most excited about to be at St. Michael's?
Yeah, so I think what's interesting is with Central Catholic, since it was a very Marianist school and so it was run by a religious order, what really excites me about St. Mike's is that it was like lay founded and kind of lay run. And so I like the idea like this sort of side of God's church, God's people are really invested in education and seeing in what ways education is the work of resurrection. And so essentially we're trying to be students who live a sort of new life and sort of venture into that. I'm also really thankful for the somewhat autonomy in terms of how and why and what to teach. I think that that's really, really important, particularly those of us whose pedagogy might be a bit more risky. But I think that that kind of teaching method and the material itself warrants that kind of risk. And so I'm thankful that I'm given that opportunity to do so.
And then what is one thing you want the community to know about you?
That's actually a very good question. I think that what I want them to know is that I am a presence and a person who is very invested in friendship and community. And so I know, especially during this difficult time, you have someone here to reach out to be friends with you. And not merely just a teacher or a colleague or that, but beyond that, like in that sense of really Christian friendship in a way that we can build community and still sustain that necessary part of our lives, which is sharing life together. So I am available always and everywhere. So let me know. I'm busy as I'll get out.
Right. Well, I know I'm very excited to be a part of your class and get to know you, and we're super excited to welcome you into St. Michael's in the community, and hopefully everyone gets a chance to know you better as well. So, yeah.
Sister, I appreciate it, Sydney.
And now Jackson with an interview with senior Daniel Cerna.
All right, Daniel. Obviously, this year you're the quarterback for the St. Michael's football team. I just got to ask a few questions about the football season so far. How has the season been affected from COVID-19?
It's been affected, in many ways. We got shut down early, and it really was a big wake-up call for us. And coaches really started enforcing, wearing masks and social distancing. And, it's a big obstacle, but we're overcoming it in the end. So, yeah.
With you being the quarterback this year, how important is it for you leading the team, especially during quarantine and social distancing?
Well, the coaches looked for me a lot, to lead the guys on the field and off the field. So that's, wearing masks, social distancing, stuff like that. So, making smart decisions. So, yeah, coaches really look to me in that aspect.
What has the practices looked like with social distancing so far?
Like I said, it's a really big obstacle, but we're really overcoming it, wearing masks and, kind of a hassle to wear a mask, but we're making it work and, we're doing a real good job about it.
This year, it's obviously a new year for the football team. How are y'all looking so far in practice? And I know y'all played that scrimmage the other day.
We're looking really good. I'm really excited this year. We have a lot of returning guys that played a lot of minutes for us last year, so it'll be exciting. We have our first game against Regents, and I'd look out for that game. Friday. We love your support, even if it's just watching the video. But yeah, I think y'all should tune in for that game and see what we got this year.
Thanks for tuning in. See y'all next week. Remember to social distance and wear your masks.